Hello everyone. Welcome to Marking Up with HTML for Beginners. I'm Amit Kumar and this is tutorial 11, linking styles and scripts. Up to our previous tutorial, in this specific section, we have seen all those elements that can be part of the head element and the purpose of those elements. Today, we are going to see few more elements that can be part of the head and their importance as well. Now, before moving on to discuss about these elements, let's first discuss about CSS and JavaScript. Now, these are two languages which is basically used to provide style or script to an HTML document. Now, style is quite simple. Now, what about script? Script is something programmatic you want to do with your page. So if you want to perform some programming sort of thing on your HTML page, definitely JavaScript language is there for you. And similarly, CSS is there for you if you want to provide any specific style to your HTML document. Nowadays, all websites employ CSS and JavaScript. Now, CSS make them look cool and JavaScript provides interactive functionality. So with the help of JavaScript, definitely your page can easily interact with the user. And with the help of CSS, it will definitely look smarter and cooler. They are applied to a web page using the link element and the script element respectively. So to provide CSS to the web page, we use a link element, and to provide JavaScript, we use a script element. Now there is one more element that we can use to provide CSS to our document. I will definitely show you that in the same tutorial. We will not go in detail of this CSS and JavaScript. I will create a simple HTML, CSS and JavaScript file. Even if you won't understand the code, then you should not worry about it at all. You only need to understand how these files are linked to our HTML page, and rest of the things, they are not important at all right now. We are going to discuss about them in our separate course on CSS and JavaScript. Now here's a sample code in front of us, and there are few things that we have already seen in our previous tutorials, and specifically in this section, because in this section we were dealing about head element. So clearly you can see in this head element all those tags that we have discussed till now. There is a mistake in this snapshot. I have written this meta element outside head. It should not be like that. This meta will also be part of the head element itself. And today we are going to discuss about this CSS and JavaScript linking. Now with the help of this link element again, this time we are linking a style sheet and file name is sample.css. And with the help of this script tag, we have linked to this sample.js. JS represents JavaScript file. Now definitely you will see these two files as well. I will show you the code, but let me show you a few more things that I have implemented here. I have used three new attributes here. OnLoad. OnLoad is actually for a specific event. You will understand about events in JavaScript basically, but right now you can understand that this OnLoad specifies the moment when the page is loaded on the browser. Now I will tell you that as soon as we will see the practical session, so don't you worry about it. Now these two attributes, class over here in these two h1 is actually used here so that we can provide different styling to these two headings over here. Now this particular heading is for English language, so I have given the class name as ENGLang, and this is for Chinese language, so I have written here as CHI-lang. Now it's up to you whatsoever name you can provide to these classes. Now we will discuss more about classes specifically in CSS, and now let's see how to write, how to create this code, and how to link to CSS and JavaScript file. But before that, let me show you those CSS and JavaScript that we are going to use today. This is the CSS file that I am going to use, as well as this is the JavaScript file that we are going to use. So even if you don't understand these codes, how it is happening, then don't worry. When you will study about CSS and JavaScript, all these things you are going to understand very easily. Now without wasting any time further, let's move to our desktop and see these things practically. Okay, so this is the Notepad++ and I have already created this tutorial 11 folder where I'm going to keep my web page. So let me create a new file over here, and I will copy all these codes from my favicon file, favi.html file. Now clearly you can see I have implemented this favicon link over here. This meta link is already there, and this h1 tag is there within the span. Now the correct way to give it is span should be part of H1. Well, you can keep anything as part of anything, but there is a purpose why I have written like that. I will tell you shortly about it. Now I have also inserted the English message that I want to print, programming perception over there. Now I was telling you this span should be part of H1 rather than H1 as part of span, because now if you want to keep any other thing, any other language inside the same H1, you can create another span and you can provide that as well. So that is quite handy. Now it's up to you, whichever way you like you can give. Now a few things that I want to use in this page is the CSS and the JavaScript code. So let me write down those codes over there and then I will explain you how we are going to link it. Okay, so I have created the CSS file over here. You can see the H1 heading. I have aligned it in the center. The English lang and CHI lang, these two classes are there. The English lang will have background color red and text color as yellow. And in Chinese lang, the background color will be yellow and text color will be red. So this is the styling that I have given to the HTML page. And this is the JavaScript file in which I have created a function, say hello, and I have printed hello JavaScript on the dialog box. Now the last thing to do is to provide the class name to these two headings. So this is class eng lang. So eng lang. And this one is the class as chi lang. So class chi lang. Now let me save these files. So I will save it in tutorial 11. All these three files I will save at one single place. So let me save it as sample.html. And let me go to the CSS file and I will save it as sample.css. And then we will save the JavaScript file as sample.js. So all these three files are at the same place in the same folder. Okay. Now if I will run this HTML page right now, because I have not linked the CSS and the JavaScript, it will simply print these two headings on the page. But if I want to provide the style, there is a way I have shown you on the slide how you can do that. Now let me show you one other way you can implement it. Like we can use a style tag. Now this element can be used inside the head, and within the style I will mention all these CSS styling. So I will just copy it and I will paste it here in the style. So let me run this on the Chrome. And clearly you can see we have given a new styling to the page, to these two headings with the help of that CSS. Now in case if I will remove this CSS, this style element, then definitely this particular page will become as the previous one. So let me refresh and you can see. Now let me show you how we can provide styles without writing down the CSS code on the HTML page. Now for that we will use link element and the relation will be style sheet itself. So it will be style sheet and then the href will be the name of the CSS file. So that is sample.css. I need not to specify the path as the sample.css is at the same place where we have kept this sample.html. Now let me save it and let me show you how the output will change. So go to run, launch in Chrome and see the style is again back to the page. So if I will refresh this, you can see the style is there. Now let me show you what will happen when I will use that JavaScript. So to apply this JavaScript, again, we can directly apply it by using this script element. Now within this script element, we can provide that JavaScript code. So I'm just copy pasting it. So copy and I will paste it in the HTML and I will provide the indentation and save this file. And let me run this. Now this time it won't show anything to you. It won't show anything new. So what is the benefit of having that JavaScript? Actually, I have to tell that when to run this JavaScript code, when to run this function. So in this body tag, I will use an onload attribute. Now what will happen? This attribute actually will call this say hello. Now when it will call this attribute name itself is telling us when it will be called on the load of the body. So when the body is loaded on the browser, at that time this function will be called, and at that time a dialog box will appear on the page and that will contain hello JavaScript. So I think you understood, and even I told you earlier, even if you don't worry. So let me run this, launch in Chrome, and clearly you can see it's printing this dialog box. It's showing this dialog box in which it's written hello JavaScript. So I have actually shown you how to use JavaScript inside the HTML page. But here I am going to tell you how to link it. Now let me first tell you how to link to that JavaScript file. So we will use the src attribute in the script, and we will mention that JavaScript file name sample.js. Fine. And now the same output you will get without writing down that JavaScript code inside this page. So let me show you that. Run, launch in Chrome, and you can see hello JavaScript. Now that marks the end of this tutorial. Hope to meet you in the next video tutorial. Till then, thank you and happy programming.